That's the question that I have for you,
I'm
Spawn.
the color customer, mate. You figure it out. You're the play-by-play. As we're into champion
I don't
select,
figure
Azir
things out. That's your
and
job.
Casio being taken off the board straight away by IG and Unlimited Potential, respectively.
Yeah, sort of the standard mid lane bans here. If you ban one of them, you're going to end up seeing a ban of the other. So we're going to open up that mid lane champion pool just a little bit. You have to think that Rookie probably going to be okay with that, as Nautilus is going to hit the bench as well. Hart not going to see the tanky initiating support.
Hart gets hit there with a ban, and that's a little bit strange coming through there. Kid and Kitties, they really are a solid laning duo, so maybe just want to make sure that they're not opening themselves up to any team fighting that can come through from Hart. And Unlimited Potential now taking a long time in this next one. They take away the LeBlanc.
Yeah, interesting. IG not going to see that. Of course, Rookie, a fantastic LeBlanc player, and of course you spoke about his laning prowess. And if there's any champion that can shut you out of a lane, it is most definitely LeBlanc. Urgot going to hit the bench as well. Sketch not going to see that champion. And Unlimited Potential, are they going to ban the Alistar? Because this is what I'm thinking about. Because IG probably happy to leave up Orianna. Rookie probably more than happy to play a whole lot of other champions there in the mid lane. But I believe that Kitties on the Alistar is going to be a big deal, and they ban the Kalista.
Yeah, so it might be the Alistar. It could also be the Rek'Sai that could come through here for Invictus.
Or the Mordekaiser spawn.
No, it won't be Mordekaiser. That is Zatai trolling you, me, and our audience. So, yeah, so it really will be either probably Rek'Sai or Alistar. There's two knockups in there, both very good CC early game.
Let's do it, Zatai.
Maybe even the Alistar, just because, you know, Gragas as well as Sejuani kind of do similar things to what Rek'Sai does in the jungle right now. So we'll have to see exactly what Invictus Gaming go for.
Yeah, well, the jungle pool is entirely untouched, and it is going to be the Gragas that they put the highest priority on. Unlimited Potential now with a couple of power picks to take away. I have a feeling that, you know, the likes of, you know, Maokai, Alistar could be an option here, something like that. You could take a Hecarim there into the top lane, but I think Alistar needs to be taken away from Kitties. Make sure that Kitties is on something that they're not super comfortable with taking a decisive victory on.
Yeah, I'm looking more towards maybe a Nara in the top lane for long. You do not want to take Hecarim if that is still available. And instead, they go for a very solid double knock-up combo coming through there with Alistar as well as the Rek'Sai being looked at.
Yeah, and taking the Rek'Sai away from Zatai there in the top lane as well. Of course, you see the jungler being picked doesn't mean that you're going to get away with leaving a Rek'Sai.
Yeah, exactly right. Zatai's already shown that he likes to play that one. Likes to be able to split push fairly intensively, I'm happy to say about that game.
Yeah.
And just continue to try and bully out lane opponents. So that's a very solid lineup coming through from Unlimited Potential. All of a sudden, they've got two beefy frontliners. They can play something like the Rumble, like they showed last game, if they want to get some more damage in there, because already it's going to be so hard to burn down Hart as well as Amy.
Yeah, and Kitty's looking to go back to his old style here. The peeling supports in the Janna. And Rookie considering the Tristana for Kid. We'll see if that's going to be locked away, because if that's going to be some massive early pushing power here in the bottom side of the map. And is Alistar going to be enough?
Yeah, the hard push coming through here. So maybe they're looking for a lane swap, get away from the Alistar and then just try and shove down turrets, because Alistar, he dives you very well, but doesn't really add much towards a push there.
No.
As opposed to something like a Janna that is range, can hit the turret, as well as shield up for some extra AD. So we'll have to see exactly what comes through there, but that's a blind picked Tristana with not really much showing on the other team. And Tristana, you know, she's not the hyper-scaling carry that we're used to seeing Tristanas are. She's very good throughout the early mid-game, but does fall off slightly late. Doesn't really get as huge as she used to. Yeah,
the Draw a Bead passive definitely still there, so still able to build on some of that.
It's a little bit shorter.
Yeah, a little bit shorter towards the later stages of the game, but Jaeyoung is going to lock away the Orianna here, taking it away from Rookie. Rookie now with the option of picking something into it of his choosing. And man, I would be excited if it was the Fizz. Sketch, though, is going to lock away the Sivir yet again. 16-4 for Sivir. We'll see whether it's going to be 17-4 or 16-5.
That's the Zatai's Fizz.
Oh, of course it is. Of course it is. And Zatai is hovering over the teleport smite here as well, so I'm super excited about a potential Skirmishes Saber Fizz there in the top lane.
I'm just confused. I don't actually know what enchant he goes. Do you go Magus?
Yeah, you do. He won't, because he's a top lane Fizz. But this is going to be a switch over last second to the Ahri in the mid lane from Rookie.
I am so interested in what Zatai is going to take as his enchantment right now, because Fizz doesn't really get out of anything except for maybe Devourer, but, you know, he's not going to really be farming the jungle camps that much, so most likely will be a Magus, but I actually don't know.
I don't quite know either.
Does he just go Cinderhulk and go
He might
tanky?
just go Cinderhulk into Black Cleaver. He may just do that again.
He could. There's a potential for it. I don't know why you would want any armor penetration on Fizz.
Mixed damage spawn. Okay. No, I think it's probably not so great, but Long is going to answer with the Aurelia there in the top lane, and pretty devastating team comp coming through from Unlimited Potential. Invictus Gaming, on the other hand, have a massive curveball to throw at them.
Yeah, I can't actually tell you where they peak because I don't know what Teleport Smite Fizz looks like. Teleport Ignite Fizz,
it still looks the same.
I'm going to get on board with, but this is going to be very dangerous, especially early game for Zatai, because he's got a Rek'Sai as well as an Aurelia to deal with, and that's a lot of lockdown CC that he's going to have to try and avoid with just Playful Trickster. Yeah, not to mention the fact that when the team fights start breaking out, there's also an Alistair there who's got the Headbutt Pulverize, all sorts of stuff that's going to be happening here. As there's the Aurelia into the Fizz matchup. Zatai, of course, known for being able to play Assassins very, very well as Cacao into Amy there. The Gragas into Rek'Sai, pretty standard stuff, but Rookie, bit of a throwback to the Ari. Yeah, forced onto something different. He's going to go up against Xiao Yang's Orianna, and Kid versus Sketch in the bottom lane. It's going to be Tristana versus Sivir in early game. That will just be a pushing battle. Yeah, well, Kitties and Hart going to do their best to try and augment either of them. He looks so scary, yeah. That was... I'm intimidated. Yeah, cool, calm, and calculating. About to completely destroy his opponents, I believe, is what he's planning. But look, we'll see whether he's going to be able to do it. Of course, Kid and Kitties is pretty scary lane in their own right, but is this team going to be wanting to lane swap? Well, because now all of a sudden they're going to do so well. So no, I don't think they do want to lane swap. I think they want to get him the 1v1 and see if he can do it. We've seen Zatai on Fizz top lane before. He went absolutely off tap and was a very hard carry for his team. He went, I think, Trinity Force, Blade of the Ruined King, and I think he even had a Hydra in there late game with like some armor through a Randuin's Omen. Like, he went a very scary build, but I just don't understand where the jungle item necessarily fits into that part, whether he does go something a little bit more tanky and trust on that damage amplification of his ultimate and some high base damages coming through from his W to really finish people off. I want to see him going the Magus into the Hextech Gunblade for Fizz. That's what I'd like to see. I feel like if anyone's going to do it, it's going to be Zatai. I don't think anyone is going to do that. I know. I understand that it's probably bad. I just love guns that are swords, but also guns, okay? Don't look at me like that. No, I'm trying to absorb it, trying to come back with something that I can actually add to this conversation, and coming up absolutely blank. Okay, do you think that he might decide to go with some sort of ability power-based build coming from the top lane? That will mean double AP. Yeah, there is a very high likely that they can go with double AP right now. But I don't really understand why you would want to take Smite with that, because you're going to be much squishier and you really do need to reposition. Yeah, that's a good point. But ladies and gentlemen, let's see for ourselves as we hop onto the Rift. And here we are, ladies and gentlemen, Invictus Gaming Invictus Gaming taking on Unlimited Potential. If I can actually manage to get my words out, maybe I could become a shoutcaster in the future. But Rookie and Xiao Yang already finding each other here in the mid lane. Yeah, so a little bit of harass going down. Zatai's actually starting a camp. Standard lanes coming through with both AD and support picking up a portion of their camp at least. And we'll have to see who can really start shoving out early. Yeah, and we'll have to see what Zatai is going to be doing here in the top lane as well. Has started off that flash, so not going to learn anything thus far until we mouse over him. Even his runes aren't going to tell us anything. You take AP regardless. Oh, dearie me. Okay, well, Pirate Kid. He's just going to be shoving this wave out. And you're going to talk about a champion that can counter-shove a Sivir. It's probably going to be Tristana. Yeah, exactly, especially with something like a Garena that can add some of the extra. He's got 0 AP. So he has no AP, so he's going AD Fizz. Or Tank Fizz. True. Can be pretty tricksy on a Tank Fizz. You got a knock-up. You do? Yeah. Not sure what he's going to be doing. So we're confused about Zatai. I can't wait to see exactly what he does, because Zatai... Whoa, he actually blocked that creep? Is that what he was trying to do? Yeah. He's standing on top of the creep so that Long can't use his Blade Surge on it, I believe. That was what he was trying to do. Having a little connection problem, but that was what he was trying to do irrespective. Yeah, unless he's having the same problem we are, in which case I have absolutely no idea. As we take a little bit of a look into the bottom lane, the hard shove coming through here, actually quite a substantial CS advantage for Kid so far. He's double Scatch already, and Amy's looking for an early invade. Just a deep ward, not really going to find much around the map.
And of course going to be taking the Scuttle Crab, or actually witnessing the fact that IG had already taken that Scuttle Crab. Cow well and truly on top of that one, actually farming a little bit further ahead here as well on this Gragas as he's moving around the map. And Rookie does manage to hit that level 4, putting a lot of pressure onto Xiaoyang here. And this is something that we could potentially be worried about, is the fact that, you know, Xiaoyang may have picked up that Orianna just to try and avoid having Rookie on it. Yeah,
most mid laners can really pick up the Orianna and it really is coming back into meta. We saw Wayless really doing some great things, Godvi, sorry, doing some fantastic things on Orianna towards the ends of the season. I think that people really after that started seeing how strong she really was, especially in a tank meta where you can just make people even further unkillable and add some good damage in her own right. So I don't think it's necessarily just a pick away, and Ari should be able to do fine in this lane. She has very good counter wave clear, but there won't be much kill potential coming through for either Rookie or Xiaoyang.
I just think of Orianna as sort of that polarizing champion. Like, there's Orianna players and Orianna players, you know, and Rookie is just one of those next level Orianna players, much like Godby, like you mentioned.
Yeah, I'm not... Rookie's a fantastic Orianna. I think Godby deserves kind of an own title up there at the moment. He really is proving to be one of the best Orianna players in the world. As we see, maybe a gank coming through in the bottom lane. But Kid, he's continuing to shove up here, and he's still got a CS advantage, although he missed out on a couple on the last creep wave.
Yeah, 36 to 30, but of course, Tristana probably more than happy to this one to go further into the later stages of the game and self-heal just a little bit, as Charm is going to land there in the mid lane that we saw from our peripheries as Amy is heading towards this bottom side.
And he's going Cinderhulk.
He is! Or a Sunfire Cape into Magus.
He's going Cinderhulk.
I know. Just much prefer to have things a little bit more exciting spawn. You know how it is.
Cinderhulk still ticks when you're in the air.
Oh, there it is. Not that untargetable. So maybe that's why he decided to do it. A little bit of extra damage while you're using your Playful Trickster. Next level.
Dipping.
Double dipping indeed. Probably going to pick up his Skirmishing Saber now. I believe that's what he has money for. No, just decides to pick up some boots, head back into the lane. Of course, Teleport is now on cooldown for both of these top laners. Another explosion erupts on the bottom side of the map.
And this really is a relentless shove coming through from Kid Scatch. Even on something like the Sivir, hasn't been able to counter shove the lane at all. The explosive shot just doing too much work. And
oh, Amy waiting in the wings, though. He's going to burrow under here. Nice double knock-up as Rookie's going to use the ultimate. There it is. Manages to get the pullback of the Q, but is going to fall down, and it's a 1-for-1 in the mid lane. But
yeah.
First Blood, so what?
First Blood going across, and it went onto the mid laner as opposed to Amy on the other end. He picked it up for his team, so definitely in Invictus Gaming's favor. Not to mention the fact that the turret was shoved up, so a full minion wave lost for the mid laner over on Unlimited Potential, and Rookie just showing that he's still very, very good in the laning portion of the game.
Yeah, as a tie. Able to use his smite to lock down some farm there as well, as his Barmy Cinder is being a little bit frustrating while he tries to last hit these minions. Amy managing to get some vision down fairly deep into the Invictus Gaming jungle, but Kakao is going to spot that one out with his Raptor Sense.
Yeah, he's going to be able to sweep it away. Look to pick himself up a Grump Smite probably for a little bit of extra damage, but again coming through in the top lane for Unlimited Potential. Zatai needs to be careful.
Yeah, I believe he just used his Playful Trickster there as well, as the Fish is going to come out. Long actually taking a fair bit of damage. Oh my goodness, the knock up out of the Urchin Strike, and Long picks up the kill in the top lane.
Yeah, so a kill going across to Aurelia, and this is something that Aurelia's always been able to do against magic damage. Carries in the top lane. She is just so good against the likes of Ken and the likes of Rumble, and now even showing it against Fizz. So falling behind a little bit early, and the aggressive Sheen pickup coming through now for Aurelia. Zatai needs to be careful in that lane.
Yeah, foregoing the combine of that Phage for now. Decides to pick up the extra burst damage. Kid's going to get headbutted back. He's going to use both the flash and the rocket jump. There's the heal as well. Skatch is hanging up the tower, but not enough bolts, and Skatch is going to be able to lock down the kill.
Yeah, so another kill coming across from Unlimited Potential, and all of a sudden they got a 200 gold lead after what was a relatively rough early game for every single lane. It looked like it was slowly creeping in IG's favor, but some well-timed aggression really gets them back on track.
Yeah, and also just knowing that Kiddies wasn't in that lane as well. Kid a little bit too far up, so just a bit of a misplay.
Yeah, and he had to burn both summoner spells as well, so now nothing available for Kid in that bottom lane as Zatai, he's sitting back, continuing to farm up here, but really can't trade with the Aurelia anymore. And I'm still confused about the Fizz pickup.
Yeah, not quite sure what it's going to be doing as we head into the later stages of the game. But look, when it gets there, that's when we'll start talking about it, because right now, we're a little bit confused. Cinderhog is going to be completed by Cacao, though, and that is very standard, so we can talk about that. We're comfortable. It's okay.
Rookie is really trying to deny vision here in the lane, try and get any form of pick potential on. He's got his ultimate back available. We see Rek'Sai ulting back towards mid lane. And Hart, he's behind him.
Yeah, he's looking to try and get something down. There's the headbutt onto Kitties. Lots of burst damages. Of course, Siva very capable of that. Kitties, nice exhaust onto Sketch and is going to survive this one for now, but the Janet not going to be making any plays anytime soon.
Yeah, and no sustain really coming through from Janet. She's got some biscuits to be able to eat up, but this might mean the first dragon of the game. You see already unlimited potential streaming towards that area.
Yeah, Cacao and Rookie are going to be able to clear out some vision here in the river. And Kid and Kitties heading up to try and just at least find out what's going on. But unlimited potential are going to deny the vision, deny the move towards that river, and just going to make sure they have the vision control around the dragon.
Yeah, so not anything happening down there right now. Cacao, he's snuck in. He wants a gank in the bottom lane, try and even this back out, get it in the favor of Invictus Gaming. But this has been a relatively slow start out of the game as Zatai now fully forced away from a minion wave.
Yeah, actually, Long able to Blade Surge around here, pick up a fair bit of his farm. This Cacao is going to notice Amy starting off this blue buff. Just wanders casually in here as well as Rookie. He's got positional advantage. Cacao just says that I'll take that.
Yeah, so Cacao picks it up, but now he's being aggressed on the rest of Invictus Gaming there to help out, and Cacao, he just wanders away.
Yeah, nice use of the tailwind there from Kitties just to make sure that he has that little bit of extra movement speed. And Amy just has to walk away.
Yeah, so good invade coming through from Invictus Gaming, and unlimited potential. They've had some good moves coming around, but still, mid lane starting to get out of control. 22 CS in favor of Rookie, and Xiao Yang, you're in trouble.
Yeah, there's the body slam as well. Charm lands. Xiao Yang super duper dead as Amy looks for the knock-up. Not going to find anything there, and IG just land everything, and that's what happens.
Yeah, and we said that there are other game plans that Invictus Gaming can go towards. Try and get Zatai ahead. Kid and Kitty's there, so wow. Yeah,
there's the fish going to land it along yet again. Playful Trickster, though, is going to save Zatai.
Yeah, so Cacao, he's coming in for a bit of a counter gank as well. See whether he goes for it.
Yeah, Rookie's on his way up. Unbreakable Will is going to be available here. Hart is going to pop that one. Kitties finds his way up at the same time. Amy wants to find a knock-up onto someone. Beautiful max range charm there as the true damage going to massively help out against the Unbreakable Willed Cow.
Yeah, and Cacao really just calling all the cavalry, and Jana appears. All of a sudden, Rookie even takes a roam up the mid lane because of the earlier successful gank, and that was really needed on Zatai's end because he was starting to get shoved around, and Hart wanted to make some plays, but good response coming out of the jungler for Invictus Gaming.
Yeah, only 5 CS behind is Zatai. Unfortunately, was unable to pick up an assist on that last kill. Sketch actually getting teleported on here as Zatai wants to make sure that he can pick up a kill. Urchin Strike there. Skirmishes is going to be ticking down, but on the hunt for Sketch is helping him greatly. Zatai waiting for the cooldown of that Playful Tricks. The Urchin Strike going to be up very soon as well, but can't really deal with the cow.
Yeah, they need to get a dragon off the back of that because otherwise that is a huge wasted cooldown. They are committing to it, but Aurelia has her teleport. Ultimate is available for Amy. See whether they choose to fight. No, it looks like they're giving it over.
Yeah, IG just going to be able to lock this one down themselves. Just some smart play around this later stage of the early game.
First dragon picked up at about 12.5 minutes, so that's a good, I guess, bit slower than we're used to seeing. Yeah,
second dragon timing here for the LPL.
But with how standard the laning phase is, isn't really a surprise coming through there.
No, not necessarily. Sightstone has been picked up now by Cacao as well, though. And Zatai hasn't been back to change his build whatsoever. Just going to head up with that Cinderhog.
Yeah, so he's picked up the Cinderhog going back into the top lane. Trinity Force nearly finished on long, and that's when you expect that lane to really start going into his favor. And it's been a very slow early game coming through here. There's been 6 kills, so not really kill-wise has it been slow, but the movement around the map, apart from one roam out of Hart, really hasn't been there.
Yeah, and we also often see these Tristanas wanting to push out the lanes over and over again. We saw a fast push sort of happening in the earlier stages, but now no turrets have been taken yet. There's sort of been no real objective change around this map, and it's like the laning phase is extended, and that is not something that we talk about much here in the LPL. Yeah, that's why it feels slow.
Certainly isn't, and you know, with the fact that there is an Orianna, there is a Sivir as well as this Aurelia, late game really probably in Unlimited Potential's favor coming through here, although you can never really discount how much damage Fizz does once he gets some items.
Yeah, Hart, actually, there's the flash into the Pulverize onto Kid as well, as he's going to get headbutted underneath the turret. The Ignite's ticking down. Sketch once again flashing on top. Kid is going to flash in response. Nice Monsoon from Kiddies, but it's knock. Oh my goodness, the Buster shot. Just the tip of the boomerang, not enough. There's Unlimited Potential with 4 members unable to lock down the kill. Spirit Rush now being used by Rookie. Flashes over the wall. The second Spirit Rush boss fire there at the same time. Oh my goodness. Cute little circles, but not even going to go off.
Yeah, and that's twice. Yao Yang's held his ultimate and gone down without it even going through. With the teleport coming through as well, Zatai starting to proxy top wave, and they might be able to hit back with even more objectives than what currently went down.
Yeah, Zatai actually, I think he's got a Grump buff. That's why he's poisoning everything.
Yeah, he does.
No other way of doing that, as Cinderhulk is going to burn them for the rest of it.
There is other ways. There's just no other way with Fizz.
Yeah, that's what I sort of meant. Wasn't it? No, you can never really trust me to get things right, though, Spawn. I'm glad that you caught me out on that one. Amy going to try and throw some Prey Seekers to try and clear out this wave at least, but the tower is going to fall down in the mid lane as well. That is going to be the first for IG, although I believe that Zatai probably could have picked up that top outer turret. Instead decides to dirty farm just a little bit.
Yeah, goes back, picks himself up, the making of a Frozen Heart. So this is really going to be a full tank Fizz.
Mega tank Fizz. Maybe it's going to be Ninja Tabi into the Iceborne Gauntlet.
Could be.
That could be exciting. I just like seeing a Sheen item on Fizz at some point in the game. Just because we're so used to it. But Rookie just going to clear out this lane in mid as Kiddies was holding that for him quite politely. And Rookie, just a casual 35 CS advantage here in the mid lane.
Yeah, he's had it for a very long time as well. Nearly for about the last 5 minutes has he been that far ahead. And this is what we're used to seeing out of Rookie. Getting aggressive when he can, but also shoving out lanes, winning in CS, pushing down the first turret for his team. And had a little bit of assistance from Kakao, but really won that lane nearly outright by himself.
Yeah, Trinity Force now completed by Long, though. So the 1v1 potential probably in favor of the Aurelia in the top side of the map. But Zatai has definitely surprised us in the past. So we'll see whether it is actually going to be the victory for Long. Gragas is hanging around his Grump as well. May have just shared a smite with Zatai. Oh, Ricky, he does manage to land the charm. Command Protect is going to be available. Amy looking for the knock-up, but Spirit Rush is still there for Rookie.
Yeah, that was just a rotation of spells. Not even the Ignite burnt there because it wasn't available. And that was like, what, 3/4 of the health of the mid laner of Unlimited Potential? Rookie getting into a very scary situation.
Yeah, and Rookie, very patient as well. He's always been like this. His damage calculation is fantastic. So not going to blow everything. Just make sure that, you know, that Orianna was not going to be in the lane.
Yeah, exactly right. And then takes a roam towards the top lane, gets Zatai another free wave of experience and farm. Going to be able to shove down the turret as well. And Invictus Gaming looking very good in this mid part of the game.
Yeah, a lot of extra pressure coming through from Unlimited Potential in this top side of the map. Zatai realizes it, as there is a fair few wards in the Unlimited Potential jungle. Now he's going to be heading back towards that top lane. And
nice move coming through here from Invictus Gaming. They put pressure top, the response came through, but a minute until Dragon's up. They go down, clear out all the tunnels they can find. You can see Kitty's doing that in the map right now. Thank you, Mr. Observer. And, you know, Gragas, he was moving around, clearing out all of the wards as well. So all of a sudden, they focus the right part of the map. They're going to pick themselves up another objective, and they have pole position on this second Dragon.
Yeah, Kid is going to explode this turret as well. That explosive shot doing some work here for this Tristana. And look, that's the outer ring almost entirely dead as Zatai still needs to finish off his top lane outer turret.
And Rookie looking for a solo pick here. Amy needs to be careful he doesn't wander through. Rookie loses patience maybe at just the right moment. Oh, Wolf Spirit, very helpful.
Yeah, he's going to spot him out there as IG return to the mid lane just to keep clearing this one.
Well, all they want to do is they want to hard shove it up there so they have complete vision over the lane. They've already got vision in the jungle through some wards, and then they can go back, get a shop if they want, but more importantly, take this next Dragon. Yeah,
Dragon is going to be up, of course, in 10 seconds' time. Rookie does have a needlessly large rod in his favor as well as that Morellonomicon.
He's got so much gold right now. He bought that rod about 5 minutes ago.
That's a very good point, and has been almost hard farming for that entire time. Unlimited potential, though, are able to get themselves into position to at least attempt to take down this dragon or contest it.
Yeah, so you see Rookie, he wants to go back and shop. He might have a Death Cap or a Luden's Echo right now. Goes back, grabs the Ludens. All of a sudden, they need to delay the dragon for about 20 seconds, but if they are able to, Rookie will one-shot either Sketch or Xiaoyang in this fight.
Yeah, it's a lot of extra AoE damage as well for this Ahri. Might be able to one-shot 2 people at once, potentially, if they line up. They're in exactly the right position. Actually, on the hunt has been popped here. Kid is going to use that rocket jump very early.
That's a huge cooldown. That's very optimistic coming out of unlimited potential there. Weren't really in a position to do it. Buster shot, flash, heal, not to mention the rocket jump, all available. They burn a key cooldown, and now I don't think they can fight for the next dragon.
Yeah, and Kid only used the rocket jump, so that's probably almost back up again. But Kiddies is going to get caught out. Sketch taking a lot of damage. Beautiful Monsoon, but Sketch going to lock down the kill in the end. Long, he's teleported in there. Sketch very, very low. Rookie, he's going to be the first target that he's going to take down as this Ahri's doing a whole bunch of work. Whoa. Oh my goodness, the shockwave though. Rookie's going to get taken down, but Cacao, he's going to answer the kills at the same time. Hart, he's, Long burning down on the top side of the map, but Kid, uses the heal. Is he going to have enough? No, as Long's able to lock it down. Zatai, the full tank Fizz does get revenge in the end. But Invictus Gaming, they come out ahead, but that was a lot closer than we were expecting.
Yeah, 3 for 5. IG will pick up the dragon, but that was a fantastic shockwave out of a 0, 4, and 3 Orianna.
Yeah.
Not the damage there to get it done, but that fight could have been so much worse if that 3-man didn't hit.
Yeah, well, it's so true. And if he had have maybe had that slight extra item timing, especially like considering the fact that Rookie, he did have the Luden's Echo. If that was in the back pocket of Xiaoyang, that would have been a completely different team fight.
Yeah, it certainly would. And you see, doesn't even have boots 2 yet. So Rookie just threw flat damage, doing so much more in these team fights. But he was able to be taken off the map. So he's died twice now. Complimented him for not dying at all in the first series.
Yeah.
The potential at least has that as a calling card right now. And Zatai, he's got some cooldown reduction now and he's built at 40%. Maybe we'll see him go a little bit more aggro.
Yeah, we shall see. Does, of course, yet, like you mentioned. Lucidity boots, but Hart, he's dead.
Yeah, and Zatai, 2, 1, and 3. You see that through that damage amplification, still does some serious damage through there, and that was without the smite, so maybe there's something more to this Fizz that we're not really picking up on because his base damages are relatively high.
Yeah, he's able to get something done. Certainly making it work out to the best of his ability. Frozen Heart, like you said, is completed, so it's going to be really hard to kill his tricksy little Fizz.
Yeah, he's got the Lucidity builds as well. Another blue buff being taken away here. Cacao, he's picked up the Aegis of the Legion, so he's very tanky at the moment, especially against the magic damage coming through from the Orianna.
Well, actually, if you think about this Fizz build, it's sort of like the top lane Lulu build, but for tanks. Lucidity boots, 20 CDR items. He's already sitting at approximately 40% CDR.
Yeah. It has...
Oh, actually, he's at 45% CDR. Does Cinderhawk give you CDR? No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Okay, thank goodness. He's not going over the cap. Long, though, might be in trouble here as there's the playful trickster as well. Zatai, wow, just eliminates him.
Yeah, solos out the Aurelia with the ultimate and all the damage that comes through from that smite. And Zatai, he's in full split push mode right now, able to take out the Aurelia one-on-one.
Doesn't even need any damaging statistics at the same time. There's a beautiful playful trickster there as well, but can't get out of the next knock-up. Urchin Strike's going to try and draw some distance, but in the end realizes that he can't take on 3 people, even with Rookie there.
Yeah, but Rookie might be able to hit back there. He does.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, Hart is going to fall down in the top lane. Rookie Spirit rushes back towards Sketch, but not going to find it there as Foxfire is going to clear out the last minion.
Yeah, and this is a terrifying thing about Luden's Echo Ahri. You can hold onto your spells and get 2, 3 Luden's Echo rotation out there. Just does so much more damage, and the movement speed always good on the Ahri. She's going towards probably a Void Staff next just to make sure she can stay ahead of the MR curve, but Rookie really putting on a very good performance right now. Still 30 CS up in the advantage, even though has been roaming around the map and picking up 11 out of the 12 kill participation.
Yeah, really doing well. 3-0-4 also for Cacao, sort of the member of the team remaining relatively immortal. Xiaoyang going to continue clearing out this mid lane. Wants to find either that Luden's Echo or, of course, the Rabbiden's Death Cap as soon as he possibly can. It's so important to get to that 2-item spike for an Orianna, and he's just not quite able to do so. Has managed to at least close the CS gap by 10. Well, you can hang a hat on that, but other than that, things just not quite working. But Unlimited Potential still look like they have a fantastic team fight in the late game. Yeah,
they certainly do, but they're 6,000 gold behind, and they've a couple of dragons as well. Not really much going in their favor. And right now, there's just too much pick potential coming out of Invictus Gaming. They're going towards a Trinity Force now on Zatai, so all of a sudden this Fizz will start doing some damage, and it's just to the point of the game. Wow, Zatai's been caught. Yeah, another knock-up from Amy here as well, as the Krugs are getting taken down. It was, in fact, Amy that picked them up. Yeah, so the problem right now is that their team fight just isn't going to get going because Invictus Gaming are controlling vision way too easily around this dragon area. And the longer they do that, the more desperate Unlimited potentially going to become. And if anyone face checks Ari right now, immediately they will die. And right, Zatai continues to solo.
Yep, these auto attacks aren't doing too much to long. But Zatai more than happy just to chill out in this lane. Urchin Strike yet again, and he'll take the time to try and get this 1v1 happening. And knows that he can transition into so much more damage when that fish does come out.
Yeah, certainly can. Bottom lane turret about to go down. Kakao tanking that one up. They'll wait for the next wave.
Ooh, Rookie able to get a lot of damage down with the Orb of Deception. Luden's procs as well, able just to do the AoE damage to the team. And that's what's frightening, the fact that this Ahri is built for wave clear. They've got so much of it.
Yeah, they certainly do. And good defense coming through here, actually, from Unlimited Potential. Zatai, he's cheated down, looking for a bit of a flank. They might even start a team fight.
Yeah, he has been spotted by the ward, but just zoning away the team of Unlimited Potential as long as they're in the top lane.
Get the heck out of there. They don't want anything to do right now with Invictus Gaming. They tank it up, able to take it out. We'll be able to rotate into a dragon as well in about 50 seconds. And vision control on this bottom side of the map is just all Invictus Gaming right now.
Yeah, actually, Fizz is going to head back to base as well. We'll see what he picks up. Does look like he's going to be going towards that Trinity Force, the Sapphire Crystal there, as Long is going to be able to take down the outer turret in the top lane. Plops down a ward just to replace some vision at the same time, but Unlimited Potential, they do have some vision around this Baron area, so they at least won't get that one snuck away from them. But 17 seconds on this dragon. And IG looking to really claim that dragon control. And look, I mean, I guess they took the first dragon relatively late, 12 minutes there. So the fifth dragon is going to be coming at round about that 42-minute mark, something a little bit later than we'd otherwise be expecting from, you know, the teams that are going to be rushing down the 3-4-minute dragons. But still, it's always fantastic to have a monopoly over that bar.
Yeah, it certainly is. And you see they picked the next one up for free, so no call to fight once again from Unlimited Potential. So as you said, it will be around the 42-minute mark at the moment, but if this game keeps going this way, it's more the denial of vision and the pressure that Dragon puts on than the actual real 5th Dragon buff, because all of a sudden you have to face check something like a Gragas with all the backup that's going to come through from Zatai once he picks up that Trinity Force and Rookie. It's just way too hard to be able to regain vision control once you fall behind against a pick comp like Invictus Gaming is playing. And the longer this game goes on, they'll take out the last outer turret in the top lane, and then from there they can just start baiting Baron over and over again and force Unlimited Potential to keep face checking and keep fighting.
Yeah, and that's a Rabbiden's Death Cap completed by Rookie as well. I mean, you were talking about the pick potential, and I'm very frightened to see what's going to happen to the next champion that goes anywhere near this Ahri.
Yeah, I'm actually a little bit surprised he went for the Death Cap over something like the Void Staff, just because there is a Banshee's Veil as well as a Cow being picked up. A lot of MR has come through already from Unlimited Potential, but maybe just looking to assassinate Sketch as well as Xiao Yang there in the back line. So we'll have to see whether he can use it to great effect or whether something with a little bit more frontline potential of taking out the Aurelia, taking out the Rek'Sai would have been more appropriate.
Yeah, Xiao Yang's actually decided to go with the Zhonya's Hourglass, and I seriously disagree with that item choice, personally. Just because I feel like he needs as much damage as possible. He needs to be able to make these shockwaves actually do something.
Yeah, he certainly does. And also the fact that there's a little bit less AP on it and doesn't give them multiplicative scaling, which means that his defensive stats for himself are very good, but for the rest of his team, for the Sivir that really needs it right now, it's just not there because he hasn't got all that extra AP that we're talking about.
Yeah, and isn't going to be able to, like you mentioned, give out those shields. And Rookie standing on top of a ward,
Not as sneaky as he thinks he is.
All right, little foxy lady is going to have to get out of there.
Although he has got the AD carry if he wants. Ooh, doesn't go in for it. That was a little bit of a half commit from Rookie, just seeing what he can pick up there.
Yeah, only going to be throwing out the charm, of course. He's going to have that one back up very, very soon. Not going to be worried at all. Sketch, though, definitely able to clear out minion waves. So UP able to at least stall this one for a relatively large amount of time.
They're falling further and further behind as this game goes on. We mentioned the Dragons, the gold's starting to stack up. The level experience is even starting to become more and more apparent as we see a couple of people hitting level 16 on the IG lineup. Level 3 ultimate, nothing to scoff at, especially if a team fight happens right now. Zatai, he's picked up the Trinity Force as well. So right now they've got a nice 1-3-1 split push, and Rookie is starting to work on that Void stuff, which just means that he's going to burn through absolutely everyone.
Yeah, one thing to mention, the fact that Kid and Sketch, very similar items at this point in time, because Sketch has picked up the majority of his team's kills. But IG, they're just going to start off the Baron.
Yeah, and they're doing this sneaky thing where they show Cacao and make it look like they're not able to do it. But of course, Zatai has his own, and they've completely burnt through this. They will get it for free.
Yep, that is definitely going down. Double smite. It's going to give them a lot of power here as Heart takes so much damage. The Unbreakable Will is going to be popped, but there's the Shockwave. Not really going to find too much there as Kid. He's ripping apart the members of Unlimited Potential, and then Rookie's finishing them off. Kid still alive here on the backside as Amy going to try and survive this one. The flash over, Orbit Deception, not going to find Jae Yang. Oh, that charm was very close to Tai. Locks down the kill in the end. Rocket jump as Kid front flips into the fight. Double kill for Zatai. Long now catches a fish as Zatai just Urchin strikes on top of him. There's going to be the Playful Trickster, and Kid once again with some more flips. So some fancy footwork into the Surrender.
Yeah, Surrender vote comes out. Baron and the Ace had just been picked up for IG, and wow, Zatai showing the full tank biz on Summoner's Rift, and in the last team fight, doing work.
And did so much more damage than we were expecting as well with the full damage.